Alright, welcome to Module 3. At this point, you've been through the presentation with the merchant and you're ready to do a merchant application. You've shown in the videos and you want to start taking their app. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on Agents in the top right corner of the website. And use the same login and password that you used to log into the training modules. So you're going to go into the Info Center. Once you're in the Info Center, you're going to see all kinds of paper application documents for you to download, and you should download those, have some paper backups. You're going to see the Plan B phone swipe application, a pending application, a cost plus application, and a tiered pricing application. For right now, we're going to do the application that you're in training mode. So when you're in training mode, after you're done with this video, you're in Module 3. And you're going to click on Test Application at the bottom left-hand side of the page. When you click on this, it's going to take you to the rate and fee confirmation. This is where you're going to put your name in. Let's just put Bob for testing. And you're going to put the name of the business. For right now, and when you guys do your applications, just put Test. And deal origination refers to whether or not it's a Patriot Payment Group appointment that we set for you or somebody that you're setting up yourself. For right now, we'll put Patriot appointment. And then the type of merchant is going to be retail, moto. Typically, it's going to be retail. Let's just do that for right now. On the equipment setup, you want to do free, reprogram, purchase, or other. Let's just do a free placement for right now. The type of terminal. It's going to be either IP, dial-up, virtual terminal, wireless terminal, phone swipe. Let's just select IP. See, this merchant is running off their internet line. And a PIN pad. This refers to PIN-based debit. If they're not doing PIN-based debit, hit NA. But for right now, let's say they're doing an internal PIN pad on the machine. The next section is going to be the processing platform. This is almost always going to be global. You're never going to want to change that. And then notes, any type of information about equipment that you can put in here, how it's connected. If it's QuickBooks, make sure you put what type and version of QuickBooks it is. Right now, let's just say it's a Verifone VX510. Then we move on to the rates and fees. Let's change this to $8.50 a month because that's what your sales manager told you. Oh, it has to be separated out. You have to put the dollars there and cents. Don't put them both together. Tier structure. You have a couple options there, either blended or split, and your sales manager will let you know which ones to put in. And you move on to the rate. Let's say this test merchant is going to get signed up at 1.39%. And let's put their authorization fee in at 12 cents. And let's say their PIN-based debit transaction is going to be at 20 cents. And we're going to be nice and charge them a $78.78 setup fee. And then any kind of special notes on the pricing that you want to put in here for the merchant. Let's do that. Let's say let's set them up on, they want their entire bill to come out at the end of the month. Merchant requests month's end billing. And once all this information is in here, you're going to go to application. And this is going to take you to the actual online app for the merchant. Now here, you're going to put in obviously the phone number for the merchant, but for right now, I want you guys to put in your cell phone number. Because if you put in the same number twice, it will not take it. So put your cell phone number in there, and then hit next. Now the first step, you're going to put in the corporate name of the business. Keep in mind, if this is a sole proprietor, you're going to want to put in the business owner's name, not the name of the business. And then DBA would be doing business as, and you're going to put that just to the right. Then on the tax ID, you're going to want to put the business's tax ID if they have one. Otherwise, if it's a sole proprietor, it would be their social security number. Their phone number should already be populated from the first page. And then a fax number is really not necessary. So just put in all zeros if you don't have it handy. The next is going to be the TIN type. and that's how they file their taxes. So either with an EIN or a social security number. Now keep in mind, if it is a sole proprietor, they always file with their social security number. And then the statement options. Do they want electronic statement or paper statement? Paper statements cost an extra $1. Next section is going to be the address. You want to put the mailing address for the business, where they would want their statement sent, their welcome kit, machine, anything like that. You're going to put that there. Suite number, city, state, and zip. And the next is going to be location address. Most of the time they're going to be the same, but sometimes they'll have multiple locations. They want something sent somewhere else, if it's the mail or the bill or something like that. And that's why we separate that out. Next would be their email address. Make sure you put that in there. That's very important. For right now on the test application, I just want you guys to put in email@email.com. And if the merchant does not have an email address, put in email@email.com. And then this is the contact name for the business. So whoever is taking care of the books, if it's not the owner, just put whatever their name is. Doesn't even have to have a last name, just somebody we know to get in contact with. You always want to uncheck this box here. It sends out newsletters from the bank. They don't need it. They usually don't want it, and it goes to their spam folder. Down here you want to select what type of business it is. Sole proprietor, LLC. For this one we'll just do sole proprietor. And hit next. This page is about how they're taking their cards now, what kind of business they are, how long they've been in business. Let's say they've been in business 3 years. You do not need to put in the months as long as they've been in business for more than a year. Years is okay. Number of locations. Do they currently accept Visa, MasterCard? Yes or no? Let's say no. Type of services provided. Whatever they're selling is what you want to put here. Let's put flowers for the training. And the next section is going to be their bank card sales. This is very important. Never put less than $3,000, whether it's less than $3,000 or not. Always default to $3,000 being the lowest. The average ticket amount, and then the highest ticket amount, also very important. Never go over $1,000 unless you have your sales manager okay it first. American Express, if they want to take it now, if they have an existing account number, make sure you get it and put it in there. If you don't have it, just put NA, and their relationship manager will get to it. Next section is going to be the percentage of cards that they swipe as opposed to key in. Unless they're keying in 100% of their cards, which means punching them in over the phone or on the internet, just put swipe cards at 100% because it makes no difference on the rates and fees or how the merchant gets set up. Make sure the two sections here at the bottom say 100% and 100%, or it won't let you go to the next page. Name of the bank. This is the banking information from the merchant where they would want their funds deposited. The bank phone number is not necessary anymore. It used to be, but we do not need it. So usually they don't know it. Put in all zeros. Not a big deal. The routing number is going to be a 9-digit number to the left side of the bottom of their check. And the account number. And this is where all the funds for the merchant's credit card transactions will be deposited to. Verify that the information is correct. And we move down to the owner information. When we get to the owner information, obviously you're going to put the name of the owner. First and last name goes in this box. And then their title goes in the next box, and that's always going to be owner, unless it's an officer of a corporation, but 99% of the time you're going to put owner. You're going to put the owner's home address. The reason we do this is for the Patriot Act. We have to make sure that nobody's funding terrorism out there, so we have to do a little background check on them first. The city that they live in, put Denton for the test, Texas, and 75068. This is their social security number. So this is the social security number for whoever's doing the application. Next is the home phone number. And here we really don't want their home phone number, we want their cell phone number. The app's a little bit outdated. Just the best way possible for us to get a hold of them if the main number's not working. And then the percentage of ownership, this doesn't matter anymore. It used to. Just put 100%. no matter what. If they own 5% of the company, they can still sign. So just put 100% if they're any percentage owner, and that way it'll let you to the next page. Put in their date of birth and how long they've lived at that residence. Same thing here. It does not matter if it's been more than a year what the months are. If you would want to put 2 people on the application, you could do that now on the second column, but you don't have to. You're going to decide what kind of business storefront it is. If it's an office building, warehouse, select that there. And typically they're going to lease it. Just ask them if they own it or lease it. And then the comments section here, you don't need anything. You do not need their landlord information. Then click next, and it's going to take you to the next page. And the SIC code you're never going to change. Industry type is usually going to be retail, but if it's a restaurant or hotel, auto rental, make sure you notate that there. Do they currently own equipment? No. Sometimes it'll be yes, but this one we selected as free equipment. If they do own equipment, put it in there. And then yes, they do want to receive free equipment from us. And then when you click yes, it'll open a little drop down. And what do you know? There's a Verifone VX510, and you're going to hit free. And then it is added to the application. You scroll down, and this is the data storage compliance. Every answer on here is going to be NA all the way down, unless the merchant has had a data compromise, which even if the merchant has had a data compromise, they wouldn't know it. So put NA all the way down here, and then our underwriting department will find out whether or not they've been compromised or not. We've never had an issue with that. NA seems to work and answer all of underwriting's questions. So it's a little bit tedious, but just answer NA all the way down. Then you're going to hit next, and it's going to take you to the rates and fees and the global acceptance for the merchant. That's this page. See, it says 1.39, 12 cents. If those rates and fees do not match up, that's okay. Before the application gets submitted in, it's going to be changed to match whatever the confirmation was in the beginning of the application. You're going to want to hit click here, I agree, showing that they're getting the free terminal. And there should be 2 to 3 check marks on each one of these pages. And you just want to click in each one, make sure you got everything on the application, and that's what the merchant's going to get emailed. Then you're going to click next again. Now on this application, it's not going to take you where it normally would. Typically when you hit next, you're going to get 3 verification questions. That's for the merchant to answer, making sure they're not stealing anyone's identity. And once they answer those, you're going to hit next on that page, and it will take you to this page saying congratulations, the application's complete, and then you're finished. At corporate, we're going to take all the rates and fees from the confirmation page you did in the beginning of the application, make sure the application gets changed to match all of those, and the merchant will be emailed everything that they need to know about their merchant account, all the terms and conditions, the rates and fees that we set them up with, and we'll get it approved within a day. So if you guys have any questions at all before you start doing a test app, feel free to give us a call. Otherwise, go ahead and start your own test application. Make sure you do not put your social security number or bank account information in there, and good luck.